नमस्कार गौरांग जी, स्वागत है आपका। सबसे पहले ज़रा चर्चा करते हैं किस हिसाब से आप इस सेबी के इस कंसल्टेटिव पेपर को देख रहे हैं, जहां पर लगाम लगानी चाहिए वो ना सिर्फ लगाम कस दी गई है, लगता है सांस भी आनी बंद हो जाएगी। आप खुद जियोजीत फाइनेंशियल्स का पीएनएल अकाउंट हैंडल करते हैं। ब्रोकर्स पर क्या असर पड़ेगा, रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स को क्या करना चाहिए, और आप और हम जैसे कैश इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए शायद पुराना समय वापस आया है।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद जल जी आपका, और आपको, साक्षी को, और बीटी नाउ, बीटी टीवी के सभी दर्शकों को हमारा सादर प्रणाम और शुभ प्रभात। तो मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि ये वार्तालाप वाला सफेद कागज ही रह जाए, जिसे आप व्हाइट कंसल्टिंग पेपर कहते हैं। इससे आगे बढ़े नहीं, ये उम्मीद कर सकते हैं हम शैल जी। अगर माई बाप कुछ करना चाहते हैं तो हम और आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते, ये भी एक वास्तविकता है। और जो वो कहेंगे हमें करना पड़ेगा। एक तरफ सत्य ये भी है कि बहुत भारी भरकम नुकसान, और औपचारिक स्तर पर ये डेटा एनएससी बीएससी सेबी के द्वारा भी दिया गया है कि 10 में से 7 या 8 लोग नुकसान करते हैं। आज ये जो 60,000 करोड़ का आंकड़ा नुकसान एफएनओ में आया है, इसमें कहीं ना कहीं गलती जो कारोबारी है उनकी है, क्योंकि आपको बार बार सावधान करने के पश्चात भी अगर आपको एक लत लग गई है, तो इसमें संस्था, औपचारिक स्तर पर रेगुलेटर क्या कर सकते हैं, इंटरमीडिएटरीज क्या कर सकते हैं, और बाकी अन्य जो औपचारिक स्तर पर संस्थाएं हैं वो क्या कर सकती हैं। आरबीआई गवर्नर भी ने भी मेरे ख्याल से कुछ समय पहले, आपको याद होगा शैल जी, कि बैंकों में एफडी कम जा रही है, शेयर बाजार में ज्यादा पैसा जा रहा है। अब आप मेच्योर्ड इंसान को या व्यक्ति को हाथ पकड़कर चलना तो नहीं सिखा सकते, हाँ उसको सावधान कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आखिरकार उस व्यक्ति के ऊपर निर्भर है कि उसको क्या निर्णय लेना है। क्या उसको सट्टे में शेयर बाजार में पैसा डालना है, महालक्ष्मी में जो हॉर्स रेस होती है, घोड़े दौड़ते हैं, वहां पर डालना है, या फिर ऑनलाइन गेमिंग में पैसे डालने हैं, या फिर आपको निवेश करना है, या एफएनओ में आपको सट्टा खेलना है, ये वो व्यक्ति निर्धारित करेगा। आप उसको खाली एक मार्गदर्शन कर सकते हैं, आप उसको प्रतिबंध नहीं कर सकते कि आप शेयर बाजार में सट्टा मत कीजिए, आप सिर्फ बैंक एफडी में डालिए, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह। तो एक कारण बिल्कुल है थोड़ा बहुत। और कल मेरे ख्याल से जो आखिर के 1-2 घंटे में हमने बाजार में नीचे के तरफ का दायरा देखा, वो मेरे ख्याल से इसी के कारण था, क्योंकि कल से ये चर्चाएं आ रही थी, और ये बातचीत हो रही थी। एसटीटी को लेकर के भी, लॉन्ग टर्म एंड शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन टैक्स को लेकर भी कल कुछ अफवाहें बाजार में आई थी, उसके कारण भी बाजार थोड़ा बहुत नीचे आया। तो हम सिर्फ उम्मीद कर सकते हैं शैल जी, अगर माई बाप कुछ कहते हैं या फिर कानून बना देते तो उसका पालन हमें करना पड़ेगा।
Gaurang, very good morning to you. This is a very important topic, and therefore we will spend a few more minutes on this. 7 steps have been indicated by the SEBI in their consultation paper with the way in which they want to curb speculation in the FNO space. The one thing that they've highlighted within those 7 steps is rationalization of the weekly options that even Shell was alluding to right before you joined in. What is the kind of impact? Is it really necessary to do that? And if you could just broadly help us understand whether rationalization of weekly options will be something that will be manageable at this point in time without causing a lot of stir in the markets.
Sakshi, my counter question is, who got in all these things? You and me or Shell did not get all this, various expiries. It was the exchange and the regulator who gave the approval for that. And at that point of time, you had the wisdom that you should have not done something like this. I mean, you have weekly expiry, you have monthly expiry, you have this, you have that, you have Fin Nifty. I mean, what on earth are you trying to do? I mean, you are only going to, give fuel to the fire when you do these kind of things. So, I mean, they got in all these things, and it is up to them. I mean, if they want to regulate it, fine. If they want to get rid of certain expiries, so be it. But I mean, you and me did not bring in all these things. It was the authorities and the exchanges who got all these things. And now that they have realized or they have woken up to the bright side of life, they might take appropriate steps. Uh, Honestly speaking, Sakshi, if you bring in such more short-term products, the more speculation it will lead to. I can only say that. The rest, I will leave it to the wisdom of the authorities.
Right. Gaurang, let's take this conversation a little forward. Was it possible for SEBI to retain the weekly expiries and maybe dramatically increase the size of the contract and the margin needed? That would have somehow eliminated the retail investor and at the same time kept the product in place and probably let this become an institutional market. Now, actually, what you've done is you've thrown the baby out of with the bath water. And also, futures was something which retailers introduced and understood and were actually making decent profits. Now, futures volume will also be hit, and probably within options, those who are really into it will move to the further month options where the price is less.
Michelle, you can look at things in your life with two perspectives. Either you be optimistic or you be pessimistic. Either you look at it as glass half full or glass half empty. Uh, Increasing the value of the contract would have led to more incremental leeway given to a client by a particular intermediary. Uh, this is my opinion. I stand to be corrected if I'm wrong, Shel. Uh, Prohibiting or barring the product altogether would possibly put some peace in place with respect to the issues that the authorities want to address. Uh, you know, I mean, there was a time when the contract size was much lower, Shell. You and me know that. We know what kind of activity used to happen then, and we
Yes.
know what kind of activity is happening now, given the fact that you have a decent incremental upside in terms of the size of the contract or the value of the contract. So, it is only something that you have to, trial and error, share. You can't put a final statement in, or judgment in place before you have gone and experienced something or executed something. So, difficult to say, Shell. I can't put a final judgment to it. I am no one to put a judgment to it, to be very honest with you.
Yes.
But let's hope it works.
Gaurang, we'll also try and understand from you, after these indications, we understood right from the time the union budget also came out with the announcements of STT and the way SEBI was keeping a very keen eye in the entire F&O space, talking about the instances from last 4-5 months odd or so. This was bound to happen. We were somewhere expecting SEBI to come out with some severe steps to check the severe volumes, the leverage that is there, and the hurt it causes to a large part of investors. But I want to understand from you, if this goes through, what are the things that average retail investors must really keep in mind while taking the next step forward?
So I've said this often in my interaction in with different channels, and I think on our channel also, BT Now, I said that if people would have become billionaires by trading into the stock market, whether it is cash market or whether it is futures or whether it is put and call, that is options, Sakshi, there would not be poverty in our country or anywhere in the world. Everybody would be having a smartphone, would have got registered with whatever discount brokerages are available, expose themselves to the hardcore reality of life, and then they would have learned the lesson. Uh, the fact is also that lot of people don't know the exact meaning of futures and options. They don't understand it. Fact is also, Sakshi, that we have got a lot of fin influencers in place who have taken due advantage, and it has led to a lot of unsolicited, advice coming for free, and then the result is known to you and me. So, I mean, and this is just the beginning. Possibly once you go forward into more advanced technology like generative AI, this, that, and all that, if it is used in the right way, it's a blessing. If it is not, then it's a curse. So before, you let the bubble grow in size more than what it can take, it is always better to put a pin in place and address the issue. There will be many more such instances. This is not the end of it, Sakshi. Let's face it. I think
Yeah.
forward they will possibly do something more in case if things are not getting within the control, and then
Okay.
steps will be taken.
I think Sakshi and Gaurang, the solution is what SEBI has thought in terms of that intermediate product that they are trying to launch between 10 and 50 lakh rupees, and of course, somehow tightening the regulatory belt along unidentified and unregistered influencers as well as offerers of services on Instagram, on Facebook. Let's accept it. This was a big problem around us, and I can relate so many instances where people who used to meet me regularly, Gaurang, have no idea about USD INR. In my lifetime, I've never done a USD INR trade. They were trading US dollars. मतलब कुछ पता ही नहीं है उन्हें, लेकिन क्योंकि ट्रेड कर सकते हैं तो कर रहे थे और लाखों रुपए का नुकसान. So this is work in progress. Let us see how exchanges react, how brokerages give up. Remember, as Gaurang said, this is a white consultative paper. A lot of options, my apologies, a lot of opinions will be discussed, and then a final solution will come in. But even in the cash market, Sakshi, till about 10-12 years ago, just 10% margin was required. Now you have to keep money in your trading account to sell a share. So it's not as if that the market has been killed. It's been made more, how should I say, secure. Probably you could do futures with 100% margin. Why not? But only time will tell.